Good Saturday morning, everybody. Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes Critic here, and we're doing another commentary request. This one is for Phil Mann. So here you go, Phil. Thank you for taking the time to email us at ltcommentary@gmail.com and not doing the loser thing of leaving the request in the comment section or Facebook or Twitter. I just, guys, I take that as a suggestion, Okay, well, if I think of it. But if you actually remind me on Twitter or Facebook or somebody else, whoever's, operating Ferris wheel house at the time, if you do that, all it's going to be thought of as is, oh, okay, maybe. But if you want it actually to get done, you got to do like Phil did and send the email. This cartoon has never looked better. And you want to know why? Because it's on the Porky Pig 101 DVD. Oh my God. And, this is something that you don't hear people say very often, but the quality of like a bad print, like a 3 Technicolor strip or something like that, can really affect how much you like the cartoon, because if it doesn't look somewhat clean and crisp and have decent color, it actually does create a certain kind of uneasiness. And I saw this cartoon maybe 2 or 3 times growing up, and it always made me very uneasy. And I don't know why, but now that I've gotten my Porky Pig 101 DVD, I can honestly say that. I can say that about a number of these cartoons, actually, where they don't, they don't feel as off-putting anymore because they've been treated with the respect that they, I think part of it is that a lot of these cartoons are in the public domain, or were before they got the cleanup treatment. And a studio is not going to think, especially Warner Brothers, they're not going to look at something like public domain as they're not going to make a lot of money off of public domain cartoons. So what's the, and if the public domain cartoons are not in heavy rotation, then what's the reason really to do a DVD, with them? So it really is an amazing thing that this disc exists even at all. I would discourage anyone from listening to Thad Komorowski's. Well, I would discourage anyone from listening to Thad Komorowski do anything but gargle. But he kind of trashed this disc because it wasn't, if it was 98%, his main beef was that it wasn't 100%, and just. What about Thad? Well, what about Thad? That's actually the way what you should say. What about Thad? Because this disc is just, I never thought I'd see something like this, quite honest, in my lifetime. And there's so many other things too that are in the Warner Brothers archive that would make collectors like you and me very happy. But yeah, I also love the fact that the fish, in kind of humanizing the fish and making Porky, the animal, kind of getting the animal treatment. They actually kind of, these fish actually look more like fish than the usual. Maybe that's just because the cartoon is so early. This is 1936 we're talking. And they hadn't really, anthropomorphizing animals, and characters as characters hadn't really, they still did look a lot like their animal counterparts. So maybe that has something to do with it. But that's the other thing too. You know what? You know, why does Porky still have the gloves on? It's like, but this this whole cartoon was very off-putting for me as a kid, because there was just so much to create anxiety about. You know, it's like, why is he naked except for his gloves? Why didn't he try to get out before they put him in the oven if he could just crawl out? You know, how are they able to start a fire underwater? All these things, you know, it just... And that's before I learned what so many of you youngsters out there need to learn. It's just a cartoon, and the only reason for it to exist is to make you laugh. You know what? I'm actually not sure. Is this... Yeah, this is one of the ones with Joe Doherty. This is... Porky was voiced by Joe Doherty, the original voice, the guy who actually had a stutter. And by the way, Don Williams, he got credit on this, but you know who didn't get credit that we were talking about? John Kerry.